All right, what's going on, everybody? I want to welcome you to this week's episode of the Sleeping Giants podcast with Mike and Terrance, presented to you by EE-TV. What's going on, Mike?
Not much, man. What's going on with you?
Not much, man. Just been soaking up all this music. Went through a lot of these singles today, and we got some good stuff, man.
Yeah, I agree, man. A lot of good singles. We covered not the normal amount of albums that we do this week. It was pretty close, and we got some good stuff. So I'm excited to talk about it as well.
Yeah, for sure. We'll start it off with Billy Woods and Kenny Segal-Maps. Man, to me, this album is extremely abstract. Like, it's very spacey, abstract, which is cool. I mean, I like abstract rap. I think the writing on this album is crazy. Like, these guys can write. I like a lot of the concepts. Probably the only critique I have for this album is a little too long, in my opinion, especially with it being as abstract as it is. It's a little too long, but the songs that are hitting, I think they did very well. Highlights for me would be Soft Landing, Rapper Weed, Bad Dreams, The Only Dreams. The production on that song is crazy. It's kind of like a jazzy type thing. I can see Nas doing something on that. That beat is crazy. Year Zero featuring Danny Brown. Danny went crazy on that particular song. The Layover. I like FaceTime also with Samuel T. Herring. Houdini, Waiting Around featuring ASAP Rock. ASAP went crazy on that one. But yeah, it's like I said, it's a little long, but I got more into like the second half of the album when the beats kind of picked up a little bit. But yeah, these guys can definitely write though, for sure.
Yeah, I would agree with what you said about the second half of the album being a little bit stronger, maybe than the first. I agree as well that there's some great writing. Billy Woods is an exceptional lyricist. Like, even though the style, like you said, may be very abstract and may not necessarily be everyone's cup of tea, you can't deny this dude's lyrical ability and the pictures that this guy can paint with lyrics. So I got to give him credit for that.
Right.
Production, as you said, it's kind of spacey, kind of abstract as well. Some of the beats are kind of minimalistic, almost in the kind of Griselda type, vein in some aspects. But overall, I see what they're doing, and I like the combination of the beats with the rapping, and it works on a lot of songs. Highlight, I got Soundcheck featuring Quelle Chris, and we recently mentioned Jean Grae. Quelle Chris is the husband of Jean Grae, so and he's an exceptional rapper as well. So that's a dope hip hop couple for us that doesn't get mentioned a lot. Blue Smoke, Fire, love that song. Babylon by Bus featuring Shrapnel. That song is crazy to me. Year Zero featuring Danny Brown as well. I like that one. Hangman, Baby Steps, FaceTime with Sam Herring, Waiting Around featuring A$AP Rock. Between FaceTime and Waiting Around might be my favorite songs on the whole project. And As the Crow Fly featuring Elucid. I thought this was, like you said, very abstract, but I can appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you guys definitely check out this album, Maps, by Billy Woods and Kenny Single. Next up, Kenny Single, I'm sorry. Next up, we got Moneybag, Yo, Hard to Love. I'll let you start this one off. I know Moneybag is your guy.
Yeah, Moneybag, Yo, Hard to Love, the Heartless edition. So yeah, this was one that when I saw it was dropping, I was excited to hear. Personally, after hearing the Moneybag Yo project that we covered a few years ago, A Gangsta's Pain, if I'm not mistaken, I've been a fan since. And I like, singles that I'd heard around, but that was really the first album that I delved into, and I really enjoyed it. So getting to hear another project from Moneybag, I really enjoyed this one too. It's kind of more on a mixtape type vibe than maybe so an album, but I like a lot of the subject matter. I think he had some bangers on here as well, a lot of dope collabs as well. So highlights for me, I got They Say, Keep It Low featuring Future, Ocean Spray is crazy. I think we previously covered that as well. I like Lies featuring Fridayy as well, and I think we spoke on Fridayy.
Yeah.
On the Armani White album that we just covered.
Right.
So yeah, that's dope to see him again. Steel is fire. Show Liz, I like that one a lot. Where Your Bit At is fire. And I like the whole hustle and flow vibe in the video. I thought that was super dope. Motion God, we spoke on that one previous as well. Fire. Quickie has the Lil Wayne P Word Money Weed sample. I thought that was dope. And then More Sick. And he's towards the end of the album, he starts to get a little more personal and talk about some of the stuff that he's been going through recently. So yeah, I thought this was a dope project, man.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I got into Moneybag a couple years ago. Tried. That was like one of those songs. That song was hard, man. And kind of been like a fan since. Yeah, he definitely did his thing on this album. He's got great features. He's a good writer. And I like the production on here as well. Highlights for me would be They Say, F My BM. I like that track. Ocean Spray, as you mentioned. Lies featuring Fridayy. Yeah, I've lately, every Fridayy song I've been hearing lately has been fire, man. So gotta look out for him to see what he's gonna be cooking up, because he's definitely been killing these features. Hurt Man, that's a incredible track. Going Through It, I like that one. Super Wet, None Like Me, Quickie, and On What You Own featuring Glorilla. But yeah, Moneybag definitely did his thing on this album. He's an incredible writer, man.
Yeah, I agree. And there was a couple of those that you mentioned that I didn't mention in my highlights that I like too. So yeah, it's a dope project.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. All right, man. Next up, we got Ekoh-The D4Tour. Man, this album here, we had covered him. He did something with John Connor, and also who's other artists he did something with? Like, I think it was last week we had covered one of the songs. Locksmith, that's right. Yeah, so Ekoh definitely held his own with Locksmith and John Connor. Those are two juggernauts. So, I definitely wanted to hear what he could do on his own. I think he's another guy. Like, he's a great writer. One thing I give him props for in this album, the performance on these tracks was incredible, man. Like, he was like really spitting, and I think dude can definitely rap. So yeah, I mean, it's a good album. Highlights for me would be All That, Weapon X featuring DJ Hoppa, Free Verse 6, he went crazy on that one. Best Score, Lambo, Numb, I like Numb a lot. Waited With Me featuring Apathy, Paranoid, 21 featuring King ISO, he went crazy. Butterfly 21 featuring Crazy Town. That's a sample from 1999. That was like a really huge record, almost early in the 2000s, late 1999. That song was crazy. So when I heard it for a minute, I was like, what's he gonna do on this one? You know what I'm saying? Because that song was so big, but he definitely killed it. So Butterfly 21 might be my favorite song on the album, but yeah, I definitely look forward to seeing some more stuff from Ekoh. And he made it was one bar, he said something about Kendrick and M or something. It was like a little playful line, but yeah, dude can spit, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. And I'm glad that we recently have covered some of his stuff because, we've been talking about, especially since Jack's statement that he made on that record a few months ago about being basically the best white rapper. And this is a topic we've covered a couple times. And I definitely think that Ekoh's name should be mentioned in those lists because this dude's fire. I mean, and it's not just fast rapping. The dude's got bars as well. The Detour 4. Yeah, I like this a lot, man. Highlights for me, All That, Weapon X, Free Verse 6, he went crazy. Best Lambo, I like that because it's a reference to Star Wars and The Mandalorian. The suit that he wears is space metal that's like very, very, very hard to penetrate or whatever. And he's basically saying it's like a bulletproof Lambo, basically. So I love the analogy and kind of taking, some pop culture reference and inserting it into a song.
Right.
Kind of one of those if you know type things.
Mm-hmm.
Sinner. Ritz went crazy on this song.
Mm-hmm.
That's the best verse I've ever heard from Mercury. And I've heard a few songs from him, but that's the best verse I've ever heard from him. And Ekoh, I thought, did a very dope job of not only rapping, but mixing in the melody with it.
Mm-hmm.
So, man, that's a fire track right there. They all went crazy.
Yeah.
Numb, Heater 2, Strawberry Chocolate featuring A-Noy. A-Noy went crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Want It With Me featuring Apathy. Apathy went crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And 21 featuring King ISO. And they both snapped on that. King ISO's verse was ridiculous. So ridiculous that it made me look up King ISO and subscribe to his channel. Like, fire.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Yeah, man. Yeah, next up we got metroboomin presents Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. I'll let you start this one off.
Okay. metroboomin Across the Spider-Verse. Now obviously the movie is very popular, being in the Marvel universe or all of that stuff. And Metro, is obviously a great producer. So I think they made a great choice in getting him to produce this project. I think it's a great assortment of artists. There's a lot of different vibes on here, and I feel like it all works, honestly. Highlights for me: Annihilate featuring Sway Lee, Offset, and Lil Wayne. Am I Dreaming featuring A$AP Rocky and Rosie. Danger, Spider featuring Offset and JID, fire. Calling, which we spoke on previously with A Boogie with the Hoodie, Nav, and Sway Lee. I like Link Up, the Spider-Verse remix with Don Toliver, WizKid, Beam, and I'm assuming that's Toyin. Home featuring Don Toliver and Lil Uzi Vert. It's dope. Nonviolent Communication. That song's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
James Blake, A$AP Rocky, and 21 Savage. Yeah, that's crazy song.
Yeah, absolutely.
Giving Up featuring Don Toliver, 21 Savage, and 2 Chainz, and Nas Morales featuring Nas. Fire.
Yeah, hey, I don't even have to mention that. You named every song I wrote down. Make sure I think it's pretty much verbatim the same ones. I think the only one I added was Self Love featuring Cole LeRae. But yeah, I mean, I think Metro did a good job on this. I think this album is produced very well. I think the features that he put together are really dope. And it's fire, man. He definitely did his thing on here. Not that I know a whole lot about some of the Uverse stuff that they got going on, but I can just envision in my mind that it's going to fit very well with the film. But he definitely did his thing, man.
Thanks.
All right, but yeah, man, fire project. Next up, we got Ghais, Guevara, Goyard, Comin, Exordium. Man, this project here, man, short, but this guy is definitely talented. Like I can just tell, even just from the titles of some of the songs on here, like this guy's thought process. He's a very deep thinker. I think the bars are dope on this album. He's another guy. I think he's a good writer. And I like the concepts of what he did, man. Highlights for me would be Rubber Band, Goyard, Hakuna Matata. Crazy, makes think obviously about the Lion King, but that's fire what he did on that one. Tony, I like that track. Definition of Insanity, that track is crazy. And Moonshine. But yeah, I don't know too much about him. This is my first project of his, but he's definitely someone that will be on my radar going forward, because I know what he can do lyrically. I know what he can do in the booth. Guy's got a lot of talent.
Facts. Some people pronounce it Ghais, some people pronounce it Ghais. Whichever that he prefers, Guevara. But as you mentioned, Goyard, Comin, Exordium. There's some amazing samples on this. I don't know, did you catch some of the samples?
Yeah, I caught a few.
Yeah, Miyazaki has a Aaliyah Are You That Somebody samples, crazy. You mentioned Rubber Band Goyard Thong Song sample. One of the tracks had Apex Twins sample. Demi Sutra had Beyonce Naughty Girl sample. So like some of these samples are like incredible. And just what he did with them. It seems to me like a concept album with Goyard being maybe like a persona of his or something. And I really liked the whole concept of it. I thought the production was crazy. I thought writing was fire, and just the whole concept. So highlights: Rubber Band Goyard, Blood on My Grails, Tony, Demi Sutra, Definition of Insanity, and Moonshine. Fire project.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely, man. Dude definitely did his thing on here, man.
Thanks.
Last but not least, man, we got Durand Jones, Wait Till I Get Over. I think I listened to this on Sunday because I inboxed you when I got done listening to it. I said, dude's got one, man. I really enjoyed this project. If I'm not mistaken, I think he's from New Orleans. You know, I can kind of feel that that spirit. I think his vocals, he's very soulful. I think his vocals are powerful. And I think this album is very influenced by like gospel on a lot of the tracks. I think he's a dope artist. You know, I thought he did a good job on here. So he's another guy, you know, to definitely look out for. Highlights for me would be Lord Have Mercy. Sadie, he went crazy on there. Wait Till I Get Over. I'm sorry, Wait Till I Get Over. I like that track. I think my favorite song on this album is Someday We'll All Be Free. Man, that song is powerful, man. It's so powerful. Like I definitely, you know, added it to like a playlist of mine. And man, what he did on Letter to My 17-Year-Old Self, that was crazy too. So yeah, Ghais got a lot of great vocals, man, and he's a dope artist, I think.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. I thought this was dope too. And I agree with what you said about kind of a gospel feel to some of the tracks. You can tell maybe I could see him singing in the church coming up, you know, as a youngin. I could definitely see that. But yeah, some great concepts, some great songs on here, great singing and production, all of that mesh as well. So yeah, I think it's a dope project, man. Highlights for me: Jerry Marie. I think that song's fire. Sadie, fire. That Feeling, really enjoyed that. See It Through. I like kind of had like a different vibe to it than maybe some of the rest of the tracks, but I like what he did with it.
Yeah.
And as you mentioned, Someday We'll All Be Free.
Yeah.
So yeah, dope.
Yeah, very dope, man. All right, Mike, what we got for our singles, man?
Yes, sir. Let's get into it. Number one, we have The Weeknd featuring Playboy, Cardi, and Madonna with Popular. This is dope. I like it. It's dope.
Yeah, I agree, man. Fire. I think The Weeknd, I forgot whose daughter it is, but he's in some kind of like a series or show that they got out right now. So this may be music off of this. This song may be music off this new series that they got. But yeah, man, you know, this song is dope, man. I heard a Playboy Cardi track last night. I thought was fire, and Madonna did a thing too. So yeah, dope track.
I agree, bro.
Yeah.
Next, Saba and No ID with Hugh Man Nature. I'll let you start.
Man, No ID went crazy on the beat, man. He went crazy. Saba snapped as well. Even though it's like a shorter song, but they did their thing, man. Fire emoji.
Yeah, this is the second one that we've covered with the combination of those two together. Fire emoji, as you said. And if they do a project together, I could see that easily being an album of the year contender.
Yeah, for sure.
Next, Dave E. DND for Do Not Disturb. I'll let you start.
He went in, man. He went in. Like, I don't know what Dave's doing right now. If he's got a mixtape out or what, man, but he's dropping like a lot of heat, a lot of bangers and features and everything. And so Dave is grinding, man, for sure.
I agree. Fire emoji. I liked it. really haven't heard anything in a minute from Dave that I haven't liked. I feel like he's one of those people that's kind of been on a mean little streak too that, people haven't been paying attention to all the way back to that album that he had with Harry Fraud a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Fire though. Next, hometown resident, Montgomery, Alabama, representative, Sheikah with Requiem of a Dream. Fire. I think the singing is dope on here. I think the beat is incredible. Production's incredible. She's always been a talented writer. Dope writing. Fire.
Fire emoji, man. This is an incredible track.
I agree, man. And she recently did a show in the city too. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to attend. I had previously made plans, but I heard it was really dope. So shout out to her on that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I didn't know she was from here, but yeah, that's dope, man.
Yes, sir. Next, Hit Boy and Big Hit with More For Me. I'll let you start.
Fire, man. Fire. Big Hit, man. Big Hit's doing his thing, man. The production of this song was crazy too. So Hit Boy and his dad, man, they got good chemistry, man. So I look forward to whatever those guys are cooking up.
I agree. I think this is one of the better songs, one of the better ones that they put out yet. Like I've liked all of them, but it's like they're progressing. The songs are getting better every time they come out. So I really like this.
Yeah.
Next, Locksmith-Let Em Sleep. I'll let you start.
Fire, man. Fire. He went in snapping. He's another guy that we mentioned, kind of like Dave East. Like everything he's been dropping, man, is crazy. I like the one he did with the guy dressed up like his Uncle Sam behind him and stuff. But yeah, Locksmith, he's definitely been going crazy.
Facts. Another person that needs so much more recognition than what they get. Fire emoji, incredible track.
Yeah.
Next, Latto featuring Cardi B with Put It On The Flow Again. This is fire, bro. I like it. Now I'm gonna be honest. When the song originally came out, just the regular song, I was like, it's cool. I didn't like it as much as Lottery and maybe a couple of other songs that she had out at that time. But the song has had time to grow on me, and the Cardi verse for sure helped it out and added something special or added something extra to the track to make it worth coming back around to it. Right. So yeah, I like it. Fire.
Yeah, it's fire, man. Now I got to get some clarity on this because if you listen to it, it sounds like they're talking about somebody. I don't know exactly who. I think I read somewhere. I don't know if that's true or not, but something about it. Maybe it's a diss to somebody. I have to get some clarification on that. But as you mentioned, though, the track is fire, though.
I mean, I'm not sure. I did hear, some of the things that Cardi said in her verse, and obviously some of the things Latto said in her verse as well. But to me, it just came more across as more as Latto said, "Let me pop off." It just came across as more of them just popping off and having a good time on the track than a diss. But like you said, we'll do more research, and if we find different, then we'll definitely talk about it.
Yeah.
Next, Nick Grant with Since Elementary. I'll let you start.
Incredible, man. Incredible. Like I like Nick a lot, man. So he's incredible, man. But he went in.
Fire. I'm so glad that, obviously we spoke about his last project, and me being a longtime Nick Grant fan, I understood why he went in the direction that he did, but I was a little disappointed with the project overall. But this right here definitely has me super excited about this project that he has coming soon. So yeah, fire emoji.
Yeah. Hey, was he influenced by like Outkast or something, man? Because it's kind of similar a little bit.
I mean, the last album definitely sounded like it could have been produced by Dungeon Family or something like that. But this one, this right here kind of seems more back to what I don't want to say his roots, but kind of similar to the music that I'm used to hearing from.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Next, we got Machine Gun Kelly with Pressure. I'll let you start.
I came front, man. He went off. He went off. especially when the beat changed. Like he went in, man. I mean, yeah, fire emoji.
I agree, bro. I think this might be his best song to date. You know, with the exception of obviously the M disc, but I think this may be his best song. Like,
Yeah,
it's fire.
yeah, definitely. Hey, and you could tell, you know, like the freestyle he did with like the what was that, the Renegade sample. You know, he
Yeah,
went crazy on that one, and him and he did
Corday.
one with somebody else too. It was fire.
Yeah, him and Corday.
Yeah, Corday, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he definitely looked like he's out to prove something. But yeah, I give him props for this one. It's fire.
Yeah.
Next, Hit Boy once again and Big Hit with Wake Your Game Up. This is even better than the last one to me. This is fire. Like I said, it's like they just progressively keep getting better. Every track just keeps getting better.
Right.
Fire.
It's fire, man. Hey, did you catch some of the stuff Big Hit was saying, man, about
I did.
it's Jamie Foxx turn, and he was mentioning Prince and other stuff. So Big Hit went in, man. But yeah, fire, man. And you know, I like his son in the video. He's always there too. But yeah, it's fire, man.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
Big facts. Next, Tootsie, Another Love Song. I'll let you start.
It's pretty good, you know, like for what he does, you know. I know that song about she looks good with no makeup on, it's fire, but I guess it's kind of like it's lane or whatever. So it's pretty good though.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I don't think it's bad. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's you know, I've heard. I agree with you. I think the other song is better, but it's cool. It's not bad.
Right. Right.
Next, Burna Boy, Sitting on Top of the World. Fire. I love it. I love the brandy sample. Fire.
Yeah, man, it's fire. I think this track has like a 90s vibe to it, but it sounds incredible, man. Fire.
Oh yeah, for sure. With the brandy sample, definitely it's gonna have that 90s vibe for sure.
Yeah.
Next, we got Kid Cudi with Porsche. I'll let you start.
Fire, man. You know, I like Kid Cudi. I think Kid Cudi does his thing. You know, I look forward to I know he's, you know, been going through some stuff or whatever, man, but you know, I think music is like escape, it's like a sweet place to be, man. So yeah, fire.
I'm about where I was on the Tootsie song. Not bad. You know, it wasn't like, oh my God, did you hear that new Kid Cudi? But you know, it's not bad.
Okay.
Next, Gunna-Bread Butter. I'll let you start.
You know what, man? I know he's been catching a lot of flack from people and people going off on him about all that stuff with Thug or whatever. But just from a music standpoint, man, this is my personal opinion. This might be his best song, man.
Straight from my notes. Dope, probably best song I've heard from him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
Yeah.
Next, Ty Dolla $ign with Motion. I like it, bro. I think it's dope.
Absolutely, man. Hell, I might say the same thing with him, man. This song is fire, man. Like, this is like really good, man. I like it.
I agree. I think it's really good as well.
Yeah.
Next, Moneybag Yo featuring Future, Keep It Low. I spoke about that one in the Moneybag Yo review, so dope for me. I'll let you give your thoughts.
Yeah, it's dope, man. I like it. You know, I'm not the biggest fan of Future. Not that he makes bad music or nothing, but it's just not necessarily for me. But I came front, man. Probably about everything I've been hearing from Future lately. He's been killing like all these features and stuff. It's dope.
I agree. And it's funny. I think the more that we've been doing this pod and the more that we've kind of been, I don't want to say forced, but had the luxury to listen to more of his music, I've started to come around to him a lot more as well. So I agree with that. Next, Shensrra with Sold Out. I'll let you start.
Fire, man. Like she actually I wrote really good, man. This song was really good. Like she killed it, man. I just wish the song was actually a little longer, to be honest with you.
I agree. I think it's good. I did think it was kind of short. I like her a lot.
Mm.
Fire.
Yeah.
Next, Fridayy featuring Chris Brown. Don't Give It Away. This is fire. Might be track of the week. It's definitely in the discussion for track of the week.
Definitely. Yeah, it's definitely up there. Fire, man. Like this is like the start of what he's doing, man. Because like I say, you know, we've been listening to all these features with him, but this song is incredible, man. It's a very good look for him.
I agree. Next, French Montana, Kodak Black, and London on the Track with I Can't Lie. So, this is dope, bro. Kodak went crazy. It's dope.
I think I like Mop Stick a little better than this one. I think it's cool. It's cool. It's not bad. Maybe it just has to grow on me, but just from the first listen, it was cool.
Okay. Next, Mozzie, 10%. Dope. I like it.
Yeah, man. I'm glad to see him home. You know, definitely. You know, I enjoyed the EP that we covered. I think it's called Collect Call. But
Yep.
yeah, you know, I want to see what else he's gonna cook up. But yeah, this is a good start though.
Thanks. Next, Lucky, No Bap. I like the beat a lot on this one. The track is just cool to me though.
Right. Yeah, I like the you know, as the video kind of went on, even when the vocals went out, the beat was still playing. I like the beat and stuff, but I don't know. I just couldn't get into this one, you know. But I definitely want to hear something else from him. I just couldn't kind of connect with this song though.
I feel it. Next we got Designer with Mafia Water. Now we recently covered a song by him that I thought was really good, and this one is really good as well, man. Shout out Designer. I think it's dope.
Absolutely. Yeah, he's been killing it, man. Like if he you know, behave himself, you know what I'm saying? He can, you know, make a good bounce back, man. It's fire.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, we won't speak on that.
Yeah.
Next, we got somebody that we had previously wanted to cover on the pod. I'm glad that this was this was my introduction to him. Central C featuring Dave, Sprinter.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you start though.
Yeah, remember I sent you something that Doja Cat record. You know, we didn't cover it because it came out last year, but like Who Kid was the one that got me into the into his music, man. Dude is dope, man. Like he's you can tell he's young, but he's definitely advanced for his age. And Dave killed it too, man. I like this track.
Yeah, I agree. I think he's dope. Is he from the UK?
I think so. I need to look up and see where he's from, but he's definitely got like a heavy accent for sure.
Yeah, and I know Dave is from over there, so I'm not surprised by that on the collab, especially if he's from the UK. Dave snapped though. I'm right there with you. Dave went crazy.
Yeah, you did.
And yeah, I thought Central C did a really good job too. So yeah, fire.
Yeah, fire, man.
Next, Roy Woods, not the comedian, with Don't Mind Me. I like the Mary J. Not Gonna Cry sample. I don't think it's bad. I think it's a good song, but not like, you know, spectacular. I think it's good.
Yeah. Yeah, I would definitely agree with that. I think it's cool. But you know, hey, you know, I definitely want to hear some other stuff from him for sure. You know, like I said, it's not bad, but it's not incredible either. But it's definitely a good introduction. Check out some other music from him.
I agree. I think that's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
Next, Miguel with Rope. Very mellow, melancholy. It's a good song.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, maybe he's just kind of cooking, you know. You know, when I was speaking about the baby was kind of searching for one. I think it's the second Miguel song I've heard in a while. Maybe he's just kind of it's been gone for a minute or hasn't put out anything for a minute. Maybe he's just trying to find his footing, but it's not bad though.
Yeah, I don't think it's bad either.
Yeah.
Next we got Lauren Uruguay featuring Ty Dolla $ign and Russ with Wolves. Song's fire. Fire.
Absolutely. Yeah, man. I think Ty between this one and the one that he did by himself, definitely is like probably one of the top 4 or 5 songs of the week for me, but incredible.
I agree. Next, 5VO4 featuring Kanye West with Concussion. Side.
Yeah, it's cool. I like the beat though. I think the beat is cool. I do like that little line that Kanye had though. Y'all ain't got no love for Snoop or Dre and not Ye. I thought that was hard, but yeah, it's cool though.
Yeah, I've heard better from both of them on the
Mm-hmm.
collaboration, but it's all right.
Yeah.
Next, Reason and J-Rock with At It Again remix. Dope. I like the original.
Mm-hmm.
You throw J-Rock on the remix, dope.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, incredible, man. They both went in.
Next, Pressa, Unfollow Me. Fire, bro. It's fire. I like it.
Okay. Yeah, I thought it was. Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. Yeah, I thought so.
Okay. Next we got Blueface with Ben Having. I'll let you start.
I'm not feeling this one. I'm just not feeling it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, like I'm right there with you. I can't even give it an eye. I'm not really the biggest, like, I haven't heard a lot of Blueface's music as far as albums.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really on the singles, but it's just something about his style that hasn't quite connected with me yet.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that would probably be the reason why.
Right. Yeah, I think the best song I've ever heard from him is something him and Nicki did not too long ago. I thought that was pretty good. But yeah, I'm right there with you. I haven't heard a lot of his stuff, but I just couldn't get into this one though.
I feel it. And lastly, we have King ISO, as we mentioned earlier, with Stepdaddy.
Oh yeah, okay. So this King ISO, man. I'm sorry to cut you off. Go ahead.
Song of the week. Song of the week.
Incredible, man. This guy here. You know what? I'm so glad in the video I saw Tech Nine because I was like, it's kind of got like a Tech Nine feel to it or whatever. Incredible,
Yeah,
man. He wrote his behind off on this.
Yeah, he signed the Strange Music, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
I think it's him and Chris Calico, and they may have a couple more guys over there that I don't know about.
Yeah.
I think Snow the Product was doing some work with them at one point, but I don't know if she ever signed with them, but yeah, fire, bro.
Yeah,
Song
man.
of the week for me.
He went in, man. He went crazy. Like incredible, man. Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. But yeah, man, it's a lot of good stuff, man. Like I say, for me, I really love that Ty Dolla Motion record. Incredible. Genesia, Sold Out, Fire, Fridayy. I hope Fridayy's got an album coming out this year. I definitely want to cover that. I like what Hit Boy and Big Hit are doing. Machine Gun Kelly, his record was dope. Yeah, we got a lot of good stuff this week, man.
Yeah, man, I agree. I thought that Chica record was dope. Saba and No ID's record was fire. I like the Weeknd record.
Yep.
Both the Hit Boy and Big Hit records. Like I mentioned about Central C and Dave, I thought he went crazy on that track.
Yeah.
As you mentioned, both songs with Ty Dolla $ign, Wolves with Lauren Jaraguay and Russ, and then the one Motion that he had by himself. A lot of good stuff this week. King ISO, a lot of good stuff this
week. Yeah, man, definitely, man. Yeah, man. You heard any news of some projects and stuff coming out?
There are two. I know Nick Grant's coming soon. I sent you two on Instagram, and I can't even remember what they are now. Love the Genius was one of them. Okay. So I know Nick Grant's coming soon. Love the Genius, and then somebody else that I sent you on Instagram. I'm not sure. I have to go back and figure it out. But that's all I know of at this moment. But obviously, you know, with it being approaching summer, you know, a lot of stuff's gonna drop now. So this is high time for music of the year. So
yeah, I know Hit Boy's got Surfer Drown 2 coming also. If I'm not mistaken, I think he's gonna do 3 this year because I saw him and his dad on a podcast, and you know, he was talking about he wanted to put out 2 other Surfer Drowns this year. So you know, definitely look forward to that. And he also said him and Nas been steadily working too. So I'm sure we'll get another Nas project this year also.
Yeah, for sure. I also recently heard, and I don't know when any of these are gonna drop. It's just stuff that I recently heard. But I recently heard Metro-Boomin and JID are supposed to be doing an album. So if that, you know, coming soon, I look forward to that. Also, there's word that J. Cole is supposed to drop The Fall Off sometime between this where we are now and his birthday early next year. So, you know, we'll see if that happens. And they just recently had I think it's called the Dreamville Fest or something like that. It's a concert, a big festival that they do in North Carolina every year. And a lot of the Dreamville members always perform there. And I heard Earth Gang has a new album called Earth Gang versus the Algorithm that they perform some songs off of at that festival. So I'm interested to see, you know, if we get that this year as well. That'll be dope. So
yeah, man. I told somebody I knew recently about Earth Gang. You know, those guys are dope. And I know it's definitely 2 shows I want to check out. You know, LL is supposed to be coming to Atlanta. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's sometime in July. And then 50, Busta Rhymes, and Jeremiah is supposed to be coming. I think it's Tuscaloosa or Huntsville somewhere. And then also Atlanta too, because you know, it's called The Final Lap. I guess 50 is gonna like really just focus like on all these shows and stuff that he's doing. So may not be going out on tour for a while. So he's like doing a lot of shows. So I wanna catch 50 this time because I drove to Atlanta like 8-9 years ago to go to a show. I drove all the way up there and the show was canceled. But yeah, I want to catch him this time. Sure. Yeah, Mike. Give everybody your social media, man.
Yes, sir. That's M1C_CH3CK on Instagram.
All right, you can find me on Instagram as well at Terrance Hill the Great. Facebook, Terrance Hill. Also, while you're there, look for the Sleeping Giants podcast. We have a Facebook page as well. And on YouTube, look for Terrance Hill and In the Hills. I'm sorry, Terrance Hill Music and In the Hills. Definitely, you know, subscribe to our page, share it, hit that bell, hit the, you know, that bell is going to alert you to, you know, every time we put up content. And then also you can find us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts as well. We appreciate those who listen to us on that side as well. But nevertheless, we appreciate you guys for tuning in to this week's episode of the Sleeping Giants podcast. We'll see you next time. Take care.